It's just weird. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Let's try and move on as best we can.
Okay.
I need for us to determine initiative, which is...
That is intelligence and...
Intelligent?
Yeah. Where is it? I had it here a second ago.
It's right there. Yeah, hold on a second. I also have it, but I'm scrolling between things because I was trying to figure out that whole kabang.
Combat order is intelligence plus some whatever modifier you have. So the higher intelligence, the higher your intelligence, the first you go in combat.
My
So
intelligence is 2.
so you would go very last.
I mean, I got 5 intelligence.
Wade, if you have like the ruling for like stealth stuff, then please go ahead and let us know because it's like
I trust you.
yeah.
Anyway, 2 is my intelligence.
5's mine.
5 and 2. Gotcha.
Excuse me, Miss McCool.
Trust me, Caswell, it's a good plan.
I wish I could roll in tactical to see if it was a terrible plan or not.
And until the mechanoids go first, kill Caswell, and then Graham goes. It's like
Mission accomplished.
mission accomplished. Yep.
So yeah, you guys do a conversation roll of 14 to distract some mechanids.
You're gonna move 20 squares in one turn.
Caswell, you technically go first because of your high intelligence. Is there anything? Combat begins when you see that 2 of the mechanids have noticed your distraction and are starting to react to it. They're starting to look down the trench in your direction.
I mean, they're probably gonna have rifles or something, but they're way, way out of range.
Well, for you, yeah.
100
Yeah.
inches. Got it.
Whatever, they're like 20 squares away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's not much I can do. I have a freaking spear from this far away, so...
Now you throw all
Well,
this
they've
stuff.
noticed you, and you were going to break off or whatever. Like, what do you want to do? It's your turn, essentially. You act first.
Yeah, I know. But we need to keep them
If
coming
you're just
down
going to
this
keep
way.
distracting them, that's fine. That's what
Yes.
you do then.
Yes, I'm going to keep distracting them and start asking about have they heard about our Lord and Savior, the metronome. Ah, damn it. I'll come up with a name later for our Lord and Savior.
What? What Lord and Savior?
Make
It's
it Jesus.
just part of the distraction.
Robo
You don't want to
Jesus.
be, yes, something like a Robo Jesus.
Anyway,
Bracing us all in his mechanical grasp. Hopefully not strangling us.
So yeah, they move there.
okay. I guess keep it happening.
So it is a roll.
Oh yeah, 3d6 plus tactical plus reflex. See, your sheet doesn't actually like say that. It just literally says tactical plus reflex. Like
Plus,
there is no indication of like a roll.
Yeah. So can I please get the stealth rolls from from the one PC, and I will handle the stealth roll for the NPC.
Yeah.
So we're
So
talking
it's 3d6 plus tactical plus
reflexes.
reflexes.
Yeah. So yours was like a
-1 plus.
no 3d6 plus 7 was what yours was
yeah.
What?
because
Yeah.
yours was
After everything all was added together.
because you had cover as well. Remember?
Yeah,
The
but my,
plus four?
plus the cover,
Yeah.
And reflex.
so +7.
No, it
Yes.
doesn't look like you get... Wait, if I'm reading this correctly, you don't get plus the cover. You require the cover to make the roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's I read
But
it.
then what's the blank for?
Well, like an item, like a whatever modifier you might have, I guess. For like, if you have like a something.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and that does make sense. If the sheet had been clear that you make the roll in the first place, then tactical plus reflexes plus 3d6 as an out-of-combat stealth roll would have been the answer as opposed to rolling physical.
Oh, okay. And then they
Oh.
get their their defense versus stealth is 10 plus perception plus 1 per ally, so it would be 2 for
Yeah,
each
well,
person?
in this case, there are 2 coming down the pit,
Yeah.
so yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Roll one of those twos.
This makes more sense. Your roll is 10.
Which fails.
Yeah, it fails miserably.
that barely passes the grade of the
Yeah.
stealth.
Well, then,
But yeah, they're not going to look for anybody else so long as they're being distracted.
all right. Well, I can handle that.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to hide once they start looking. But for now, your compatriots are still playing distraction. I'm now going to secretly GM roll for the other NPC who needs to hide.
You
He's
shouldn't
so
have picked,
fat.
you shouldn't have picked the rotund one, man.
He's so fat that he can be seen from orbit.
He's just rotund. He's not obese. He's just like one of those guys who doesn't care about his physical appearance but still weightlifts. So he's got fat and muscle.
You can use your fate thing to re-roll as well if you wanted to, Cannon.
Yeah, we still have fate points that we haven't ever used ever.
But I'd rather use those.
And I got a
They
free
refresh
one.
every session, so you have, I think, one you
I
have
have
as a
2.
Kaltoran.
I think we have 2.
No, you got your -1.
Yeah, so...
So
we
if
get
you have
plus
2, then you have
We,
-1.
we start with 2 plus 1 at Farina Kaltoran.
Oh, okay, well there you go. You have 2 then. And I also have
Yep.
2 because I said something cool last session. So.
So can I
That
use
one's-
I
that?
don't know if fate points carry over for. Well, they do. Whatever. We'll just say that they do. Anyway, the other guy has rolled his stealth. He may or may not be hidden from the guys if they start looking.
He gets caught by his plumber's crack.
I mean, I wish it wasn't a secret roll so you guys could see that the fat guy totally blew Graham out of the water. But
Graham's got
it's
like
secret.
ears sticking up above the mound and like a tail and
Yeah, it's just my tail up above my head.
Swishing.
Like,
I
yeah,
swear,
swishing.
I can't see Graham now.
it's like a cat trying to hide from someone, but like
I look back at the Skype chat and I realized nobody could see me.
Please
So-
just turn on a light.
yeah.
Steven, I mean, seriously, you're basically fade out of view the moment you get more than a couple feet away.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
got a real
dead?
light on.
Or did he? Or
No,
he
no,
be right back?
he said he'd be right back, so yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I hadn't noticed him leave. I didn't know how long he's been gone. Oh, he's back already.
Anyway, you were saying.
So in the interest of fairness to other groups, we're actually going to pause this combat at this turn
Woo!
and do another and do West group.
I will be right back.
I will
Alright.
also be right back.
Leaving us.
And I have returned.
Just in time, Caleb. Just in time.
All right, West group. You come out of the tunnel, and you have to travel through some amount of forest before you get to the particular crash site. Your crash site is quite a bit different, as would be appropriate with having 2 crash sites, etc.
Okay.
So what? Whereas theirs had a long chasmous sort of streak in the earth with a ending crater. Your guys is well, it's slightly hard to draw, but I'm going to do my best.
Okay. Oh, it's over that way. I'm not sure what that is.
I will describe it in a moment.
Okay. So, Gifka, how sharp is your spear?
So wait, the weapon I'm using is.
That was
a
so
spear, right?
awesome.
Not
I'm
a bow?
sorry. Gives how sharp is your spear? He's just like,
Trying to make idle talk is just like. So how is the weather? It's like.
Do you come here often?
Is this your first jungle exploration?
no number.
Damn it. Okay, there's no way to set that. Oh, wait.
What do you think of this heat?
I hate
Quite
it here.
humid, no?
There we go. All right, now what I'm trying to demonstrate with this impromptu battle map is that the wreck itself has basically plowed straight into the earth and kicked up a bunch of earth and rocks over it, and then is just jutting out of a hole. So the stuff on the left represents basically a hill that is over part of the wreckage.
So it's like
So
landed into a mountain or something.
Over top of it.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, this particular wreckage is very... a large part of the spine of the ship is intact for this part of the ship. So what you have... let me change colors real quick. The wreckage itself has this large sort of the spine of the ship juts off into the sky here, as you can see, somewhat. Do you see what I'm sort of saying with that?
Not really. I'm sorry. So you mean like? Is it like? Well, what I'm imagining, it's like a hill, and it's like going, and it's like stuck in the hill like that.
So, it's more like a. At this point, it's now become more of a cave because it's made a crater and kicked up a hill over it, and then out of this hole, it almost looks like if you took a plunger, right?
Never seen a plunger before in my life.
You've never seen a plunger before in your entire life.
No. We don't have plungers in Australia. It's very much an American thing.
So when you fill up your toilet with shit and it gets clogged, you just reach your Aussie paw in there and unstuck it?
No, we have a thing called a U-bend in the back of the toilet that is designed for this, and I'm not sure why you guys don't. But...
We do. Toilets still get clogged.
Okay, let's move on.
Do they not? You've never had a clogged toilet in all of Australia?
No, never.
Americans have much hardier shit than the Australians.
It's all the fast
Those
foods.
weak and watery Aussie shits.
No, we just
Yeah.
don't eat. We just don't eat the amount of junk food you guys do. That's pretty much it.
Whoa. Being stereotypical there. What is this shit?
I think it's. I
You
think
know what?
I didn't sign up for
They
this.
do have- I'm
I think
thinking
it's
they do have plungers in Australia, and everybody else uses them, and just Dave's family has never had a plunger, and he's subscribing that to all of Australia.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Anyway, yep, go on. You're saying?
Well, if you inverted a plunger, that's what it would look like, because it's basically a cave with the wreckage itself sticking out from the center.
Okay, so it's made its own cave because it came down at such a force.
Yes, that's sort of what's going on.
And what's the silver thing supposed to be?
That is the wreckage itself jutting out of the cave, but
Okay.
in the air, not on ground level.
So
in
it's
any way.
like the
It's
Dorito
like the
style.
Dorito.
Okay.
Yep, it's like the Dorito.
Fair enough.
And so same color. Some beautiful.
So how far, like, maybe make a line, but how far down can we stand underneath it? If that makes sense. Is it up
What do you
until-
mean?
Well, it's up in the air, right? So I imagine it's like this. So
Yeah.
can we, like, walk underneath it somewhere?
Yeah.
Whereabouts up until the ground is that jutting out from?
Do you see the sort of
The black thing?
the black thing? If that was a perfect circle, that would be sort of where it meets the ground.
So is it like that sort of thing?
So yeah, might as well be.
Okay, alright. Fair enough. Does that make sense to you, Caleb?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Alright, cool. Alright. Go ahead, Mr. Wreckage. Explain your wreckage.
You come in from the east, obviously. Basically where I'm setting you up now.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
do these guys have aura?
They do, yeah.
Huh. It's weird.
So you copied and pasted them from the same scene, I guess.
Yeah,
And
I
they
guess
have
if you
their
do it from
permissions.
scene to scene, their permissions change for no reason.
Sure, they don't have like
You
a
see
globe.
two mechanids quite easily without even an awareness roll milling about on the outside of the cave, perhaps in a sentinel-esque way.
Okay, is Varian actually right there?
No,
Okay.
that's just a leftover token from this page, which is our impromptu battle page.
That's Varian's token, if I remember correctly.
Yep, it is.
So there's only two of them?
As you can see outside of the cave, you can't really see inside the cave from here.
Alright, let me just do some math here real quick. So,
I'll motion for Hoken to take the lead then. I assume he's going to anyway, but.
Alright, so I've got 30 meters basically, if we're going by a grid, that I can shoot effectively with my rifle.
Yeah, the grid's accurate.
So, yeah, that's something to think about. I could also go all the way up to 60 feet if I wanted to as well, but I wouldn't be willing to shoot like that.
And just to clarify, if either of you happen to need to stray into the space of the other person's battle map, obviously the battle's not there, and the terrain is not as it is for that battle map.
Come on, what are we, children? Of course that's the case. It's not like there's like a wormhole between us. Or is
You
it?
never know. It is a sci-fi.
If I shoot a bullet in that direction, will it hit them?
I don't know.
Let's try
Who knows anything anymore?
I shoot a bullet at cannon. Does it hit him? It shoots the dirt in front of his face, exposing him instantly to the enemy.
Anyway, so what is your guys' what do you guys say or do for strategy or
Alright, we have a rifle. I suggest we take advantage of that.
Hoken is slightly up from the rest of the group, peering through the tree line.
I'll just follow behind Hoken.
By the way, how much taller am I compared to Hoken? Are we
You're not.
roughly the same size?
He's much taller than you. We've
No,
established.
you're about the same size as me, and he's a lot taller than us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Fair enough.
He is a beast of a thing.
Okay.
Hoken looks concerned for a period of time. He's like, "There's probably more in the hole."
Wise observation.
We don't know how many. I feel uneasy making any sort of initial attack.
Then what do we do? Sit here and let them loot? And then take the loot off them as they come out?
We will likely have to kill them anyway. We might as well take these out while they're separating.
He says to himself in the way that a giant person makes a thoughtful noise. But so I mean, what are you guys gonna do? Come on.
Are you counting the square they're on for like range? Or is it like the squares in between for range?
I'm pretty sure the game in the book has you count the square they're on.
Okay, so I have to be there then. Alright.
Not get any range penalty.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I say we take him out.
Agreed. If you two want to sneak around and take the one on the... I guess it would be the left. The left, I can take up a covering position.
Or Hoken and I can each take one.
That is also a benefit, but we have a rifle. We might as well take them out one at a time.
I don't think the other one will allow us to just take them all one at a time.
Hence the covering fire. After all, you do not have the weapons you are used to, Gifka.
This is true.
I think doubling up the forces would be the best way to handle things.
Okay. We'll go with your plan.
Very good.
So what's your plan?
We will attack one on the left.
Not in character. Describe to me your plan with your normal voice.
We will attack the one on the left, and I will set up covering fire, both to shoot at the one on the left and to watch the entrance and the other mechanoid.
All right, I'm letting you control your own token there, so you can move to yourself where you're. Both of you, I'm letting you control.
All right, I would wait here until the other guys are in a position. So I'd assume that these guys would try and sneak around to the bottom trees.
Like
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, about there. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
around. Do these trees count in our battle, by the way?
Not the lower trees.
All right. So they would try and sneak around and,
Yeah, basically charge the one on the left.
yeah.
All right. What? So is that? What about the other two villagers that are with you? What's your?
I
do you
think
want
they
the
should
whole group to go
stay
with?
with Talios.
Yeah.
Okay. That you want to stay with Talios.
Well, I mean, like, we can get them all to attack. We can get everyone to attack the same thing at once.
It's going to be harder to sneak a group of 4 across that gap than a group of 2.
Well, you could charge
will.
them. You can make a lot of distance in one turn.
Well, it's not even combat yet, so
Okay. Well, how far can they make it before the other guy notices them?
it depends on rolls.
All right.
They have to make stealth rolls, and the enemy.
What
has
if
to
they're
make a
just
perception roll.
charging? If they're doing a
And
full
it
move?
gets- Oh, if they're just attacking straight
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, just charging at him.
Then I guess they would get a surprise round, but the surprise round would sort of be consumed with them moving in, and then there'd
Yeah.
be initiative.
All right. Well, if you want to do that, that seems like a good idea.
That's fine to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Token will go with whatever you want to do. So all 4 of you are going to charge that guy?
Except for me. I'm hanging back
Right.
with the rifle, obviously.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan.
All right, I need... So, what's everyone's initiative?
-5, so I go first. But I will hold my action until they get
That's int, right?
there. Yeah, it's int.
Mine is 1.
Dragging the bottom of the barrel there.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, if they're charging, I'm going to get into the right amount of distance. And I can shoot through people? Is that what we're dealing with here?
There is rules for shooting through allies.
Okay.
Let me, or preferably you, find them while we tackle some other stuff.
Yeah, I could have a crack at it, I suppose. There's the pository.
So you want to follow just behind then?
Yeah, I got to get in range. So.
All right, so you guys will be able to get where you are now, essentially, actually maybe 1 square up, with your
Perfect.
surprise round. And
That's
then
really
combat initiative is determined.
So what am I looking up again?
It's shooting through allies.
Yeah. Okay.
Space occupied by an ally.
Oh wait, no, I remember what it is. It's it counts as cover, if that makes any
For them.
sense. Like, so
Right
I have
now.
to shoot around them because it is actually cover.
For the
I-
mech.
yeah. So it's 2 defense for anyone behind anyone else, sort of thing. If that makes any sense.
That's only 2,
Yeah,
so you can still make the shot.
I'm gonna go there. Basically,
He's still in cover from there from you, so you haven't really changed your position at all.
yeah, fine there.
Yeah, if you go there, he's you've got a shot at him at least until the allies move.
Sure. Okay.
All right,
We'll do that then.
so you can make the move and the attack in the not surprise round.
Okay.
So you can attack
All right. So
because you act first in the not surprise round. So this is that happening now.
I'm gonna use sighted shot, which is hit plus perception. So that's 3d6 plus 3 for me. 16. And I re-roll
You're not
the
gonna
2.
Well, yeah, wow.
Oh, actually, no. Let's use a different crit die here. Where was it? Let's use critical hit.
So actually do critical damage.
Yes. I would do critical damage, so 4. And then he rolls a 1d6 to determine which one it is.
You,
Actually, it should also be +1 because the rate of fire is 2, but I made it anyway, so... So it should be 4d6 plus 3.
you kill him actually.
Boom.
You hit him in his weakest trait, which is what you would have had to do to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So this sort of energy rifle that you have, it's more of an energy SMG technically. You fire it off. You peek round from the group. You fire it off, and it hits at him right between so. A Mechanid disciple, which is what this guy is, they have this sort of muzzle thing. I showed you their picture
Yeah.
a couple games ago, if you remember.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So much like chameleons, their eyes are on either side of this muzzle thing. And from the side here, like you're shooting, you shoot through both eyes through his head. The energy round comes out the other side, leaving just a sort of steaming hole through his skull. And rather than, falling over or something, he just sort of shuts off and stays standing.
Alright, I'll turn my attention to the other one, but that's it. I won't do anything else.
Hokan acts, but well, first what happens is the other Mechanid acts.
Okay.
He moves up and is going to take a shot at you,
Mm-hmm.
Howls Talios. You have no cover. What's your defense?
It's defense. Shit, where the fuck? Oh, it's 14.
14.
Nice.
He misses, clearly. He has the same sort of heat energy weapon that you remember encountering from in
In the
space.
med bay? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so this laser cuts across the ground towards you, across in front of you, and all of the grass singes where the line goes. It turns black and smoldery, but he goes way wide, and it goes off into the trees harmlessly.
Yeah. Okay.
And before anybody else acts, you see another 2 mechanids make their way out of the cave.
Okay. So one falls behind the other one?
What do you mean?
Well, you just put another one out, but it's behind.
I moved it.
No, I mean, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just trying to work it out in my head. It's fine. Yep.
Okay. No, he just sort of comes out of the cave there.
Mm-hmm.